Welcome to the Tap 10 podcast, guys. Hey, it's a loaded show. We got everybody back in the house. One Rosario Grillo back from did you miss 2 weeks? I think it was.
What are you, a cop with all these questions? I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe not.
hey, give me a minute. I'm gonna start asking you where you were and everything. I need an alibi. But also, we're joined by none other than Jack Jameson, who you had a busy weekend yourself.
Man, we got a busy weekend, busy day, a lot going on, a lot of wrestling, a lot of fun. Very excited, very tired.
Very, very tired.
Do we even want to get into that story on the air, or we just want to let that one simmer on the back burner? Just leave it be.
Story of today?
Yeah.
No, we won't talk about that here. We'll bury everybody after the show.
Yeah, we'll do it off the air or that one. That story might be so hot's probably not the right word, but it's such a that's probably a hot button, even to the point that it would not make over on our Patreon page. That one would just kind of stay off air altogether. But everything else there, patreon.com/tapped out pod. You guys know how you get the shows early. You guys know how you get the extra content. You know how you get the 8.5 by 11s. You know how you get all the other stuff. So without further ado, let's come back and let's jump right into the headlines, because this week's a pretty loaded show with a lot of stuff that went down. Specifically, yes, folks, you're probably going to wonder, are they going to talk about the big Rome show, the One Fall show? And yeah, I mean, come on.
Do we have time?
We'll figure it out. Listen, it was a long show. I will say that. It was a long show. You definitely got your money's worth, though. I will start with that. Would you agree with that, Grillo?
You got your money's worth before intermission. And so it's almost like everything after intermission was just like a buy one, get one free. It was just match was a main event match. It's like, yes, it may have been long, but boy, your dollars stretched. You got your money's worth.
Yeah, we had it was 4 episodes worth of TV, so it takes time to do and get done. But when you have such an incredible venue and a great crowd like that, you want to maximize your minutes there. So we took all of them that we could, and you can catch that show coming up soon on Triller TV, on Swerve Combat, on Peachtree Sports Network. Plenty of places to watch that as it becomes available.
It was a lot, but let's go ahead and hit the highlights, right? Here's the things, guys. If you're on the show, you get to be first and foremost. That's how the news breaks. Let's start with Grillo. Big opportunity, big moment, big match. A lot of cool stuff. Tell everybody what went down. I don't know how much we're allowed to talk, so I'm going to let you guys tell the versions, because I don't want it to get out there since it is on TV.
Yeah. Like you said, we're not going to tell too much of it. You got Bones are going to have to tune in. You're going to watch on the Triller app. You're going to watch on Swerve Combat. For those in Georgia, Peachtree Sports Network, you're going to watch there. It was probably it was the coolest moment of the Big Cannoli's career. Yeah, what an amazing time. For one, couldn't have had a better tag partner. The Sauce Boss, Crimson Capo, Italian Stallion, Muscles Marinara, Michelangelo's Muse. I finally remembered him, even though she hits me in the head so many times you'd think I'd forget my own name. Valentina Rossi, she had a big weekend herself. It was just awesome. I can't wait for everyone to see it. To be able to stand across from someone like Orange Cassidy, who I've known for a long time. I did run my mouth a lot, but it was cool. It was cool to be in there with Harley. It's the second time I got to work with her. This is no offense to anyone on the indies, but boy, what a drastic difference it is just to work with someone like him and her, and to be in there, because they have more experience in their pinky than I have ever. So to be able to be in there with them and just learn and have fun, Big Cannoli had himself a time. We can't wait for everyone to see it.
Yeah, man. Being in there, Harley, first ever AEW Women's Champion. Orange Cassidy, I think everybody kind of recognizes him now as being a mainstay, cornerstone of AEW as it is. But, if you look at his work and what he does in the ring and out of the ring and his character and his wrestling, it's pretty safe to say he's one of the current best out there, if not he's as good as anybody on top right now. So that's a pretty big opportunity for Grillo. Awesome moment to see. Spoiler alert, what goes around comes around. So maybe you see a few familiar faces show back up in that match. But, even Steven.
Hey, man, I was trying to do my thing. Whatever. I was just trying to do my thing.
Even Steven.
Sometimes friends fight. What are you going to do?
Yeah, it is what it is. Just watch the show, you'll see.
Yeah, and listen, don't sell yourself short. You more than held your. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
I think there were a lot of people that were coming over and were like, like nodding. We were kind of like there was a corner there that had a lot of people coming and going, and it was a lot of people that were really high on that match, and that's something I think you should be super proud of for sure.
Yeah, thank you. That was really cool. That's a moment I'll never forget.
Frat House had a moment themselves, so I'll let you tell that story again. I'm going to tell the version of the second piece of that on the show notes, but I mean, that was pretty cool sight to see as well. Great reaction.
Hey man, let me hear you say Glacier. Huge moment for us. Glacier showing up to save our butts, basically. Ref guy. Well, I'm not gonna get too far down the weeds on it. Watch the show, but Glacier did show up to save us. Me, Vance, and Cole have all trained with Glacier. I started with Glacier under QT and him at the original One Fall Wrestling Power Factory. So very special moment for me. I just talked to Glacier literally like half an hour ago, so I know very special moment for him. He loved being out there and getting to do that. As of right now, I just posted maybe an hour ago. I saw there is a picture. It's incredible of Glacier making his entrance. They got like the ice wall behind him. He's in his full gear. Looks absolutely badass. That being said, Frat House against the Verdict. We were very happy. People got behind us. I know we've been jerks. And what's that? Gavans for a long time. How did I butcher that? Gavans. For a pretty long time, we were jerks and everybody hated us. So it was cool. We've kind of been on this little redemption path on the live shows as of late. So getting to hear some people cheering for us and making some noise. We did sell out. We gave away a lot of merch, some koozies, some shot glasses, some beer pong balls. So, hey, you got to win them over however you can. But I'm glad we did. And moving forward, we're looking forward to getting along with the fans and, doing what's right by One Fall.
Keep those receipts for your taxes, okay? Don't let those giveaways go to waste.
Oh, yeah, that's got to write those up.
I'm not keeping receipts.
No, it was a cool moment to see with Glacier. Like you said, he helped you early on when you started, and he was at the Nightmare Factory when I started. And I attribute a lot of what I've succeeded in today is because of him and how helpful he was and how helpful he is today. He's the man. So happy to see him get a cool moment like that.
I tell people, absolutely one of the nicest guys in wrestling. Probably, honestly, too nice to be in wrestling in the grand, but he still makes it, and it's probably because he is who he is, and that's why he is.
There's nobody that doesn't love them some Glacier.
Nope. He's so beloved. Here's a crazy story. Not gonna give names or whatever, but like my wife works with someone that is friends with through him, like their family or friends, and so we kind of put all that together, but for years, I mean, he's just the nicest guy. Stand there and talk to you. I talked to him probably a good 5 or 10 minutes just about family. Like at the show, before the show. It's awesome. Love some, Glacier. He's awesome. And it was cool to see him get that moment with you guys.
Yeah, actually, quick story about training with Glacier back in the day, and Grillo can laugh about this too, because when we all started, everybody's you're just trying to generate noise and get everybody watching you train to react. So everybody's swearing and cussing up a storm, and Ray doesn't swear, and he's not about he is as nice as everybody says he is. He's a family guy, a good man. So you'd be swearing, and you'll just hear him from the side go, guys, knock it off. You just start dropping some fucks and shits and goddams and guys, no swearing. Come on, that's a fine on TV. You can't do that.
Yeah. But
He
yeah,
always had a great
absolutely.
story about Paul Orndorff, who he was good buddies with. Everybody in WCW. He's got stories of hanging out with all those legends. So awesome. If you ever get a chance to talk to Glacier Ray Lloyd, he's always happy to talk to fans. So ask him some questions. He loves telling stories.
Yeah. And you're right, man. I've run into him at conventions and stuff, just catching up and whatever, and it's everybody just loves him. They're just, but so love some Ray Lloyd. Also, we saw a little match. Again, going to be on TV, so not spoiling anything. Tables match with Jeff Jarrett, Paul Walter Hauser. I guess Paul Hauser is what he's going to be now on wrestling. I think is what somebody told me. I look representing himself well to be so new into the business, gets a lot of the character stuff as well. But another guy, I was genuinely surprised about how nice of a guy he was and how just down to earth he was. But you guys know him obviously from some of the from the TV stuff as well. Share your thoughts, Grillo, on Paul Walter Hauser a little bit.
JMO made this joke about talking to the show. Do we have enough time? Do we have enough time to talk about how awesome of a guy he is? Paul is, I can't say enough good things about him. There's always a stigma towards outsiders in wrestling. Some people who have achieved fame or success somewhere else who come into wrestling, they think like, oh, this person's only here for a payday. They think it's easy. They think they can do what we do. Paul is like the complete opposite of that. He's like, no, like, I want to go to the top show. Listen, hey, let's go. Let me do the indies. Let me tour. Let me do death matches and tables matches, singles, tags. Like he's doing it the right way, I'd say. Not that there's a wrong way, but he respects the business and he loves it so much that he wants to get his name out there and be a part of it. And I've had the privilege to know him since I think it was like 2021. We met at Revolution when they were still doing like the COVID crowds. We had met in the crowd and we just happened to be sitting next to each other. And he just finished doing a show called Kingdom with my cousin Frank. And I was like, hey, I don't know if you were close with him. Like, that's my cousin. And we met. And from that moment on, he's never forget anything we've talked about. Every time I see him, he's so happy to see me. I'm so happy to see him. He's just a genuinely good person. He deserves all the success he gets.
Yeah, I met Paul for the first time at the Nightmare Factory. It was when we were doing student shows way back when it was in Norcross. He came in with Anthony Agogo, and he was a very nice guy then. But then actually last summer, I was an extra for the new Naked Gun movie that he stars in, and I had a chance to talk with him quite a bit, actually. The director, one of those guys from the Lonely Island, actually got annoyed because I had distracted Paul talking about Ring of Honor and wrestling and all that. So Paul actually sent me his number. We got him linked up. And ultimately it was cool getting to finally see him show up in Ring of Honor and have that match with QT. So it was nice to see him once again come through One Fall Wrestling for the first time and have that tables match. I saw him backstage after his match. He was quite the bloody mess. I made a little joke. I asked him if he had wrestled yet, which popped him pretty huge. He thought that was pretty funny. So made my day if I got to make Paul Walter Hauser laugh. He's a very funny guy himself. I heard he's coming up. He's going to be in the Chris Farley biopic. He's going to be Chris Farley, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's freaking awesome. I thought I heard something about him doing a wrestling movie or something.
Yeah, I heard that too. I don't remember what specifically, but
was it Mankind?
Maybe, or he was rumored to be in that or something.
Mick Foley?
Maybe rumored, yeah.
Either way, but super cool guy, amazing actor, award-winning actor, awesome wrestler, puts his heart and soul into it. Maybe as much, if not more than the acting. I feel like he honestly loves wrestling, maybe more than the acting. If you have to put money on it, I would say that. But yeah, great guy. PWH is a wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, after a conversation we had, maybe we'll get him on here and let him chop it up and see, talk a little wrestling, talk a little acting, all the above. He was Mole Man in Fantastic Four. I mean, come on.
He was in that and another superhero movie too, simultaneously, right? It was Fantastic Four, and then he was in something else too. I can't remember what it was, but it was like he was two huge stars in superhero movies at the same time.
I can't remember, but I remember on Saturday somebody was asking uh, something else that he had been in, and I mentioned that he was in the Karate Kid show on Netflix, and they were like, "Oh my God, that was him!"
Yeah, Stingray. He's Stingray in Cobra Kai. Yeah,
Yeah, which
exactly.
that character is incredible, so
He did. I
hilarious.
think he should leave with Tim Robinson. I don't know if you guys ever watched that show.
Yes, dude.
And I was talking to someone, and I was like, "You can't run with us. You're not part of the Turbo Team." And from across the ring, he was like, "You guys talking Turbo Team?" And I just looked at him, and I was like, "Oh my God, you were in the show, Jamie Taco."
Oh my goodness. Last but not least, I'm gonna come back to something about what people get in their moment. But look, one of my favorite moments of the night. Sorry for everybody else if this wasn't yours. You probably liked all these other things that happened. She's only been telling you for the last month or so that she's the absolute best female wrestler in the state of Georgia. And she kind of put her money where her mouth was, and she went out and she is now the one fall women's champion. That is one a hell of a risk. Captures, the goal. Hey, look, I'm spoiling it. I get it, folks, but I don't care. This one's I'm going to put it out there. She's the new one fall women's champion, and kind of puts her stamp on to say, hey, I got the trophy in one hand, the belt in the other. That says it all.
Yeah, she's let me see if I can do. She's got a new catchphrase. Let me see if I can. She's the best ever. Best
good.
ever, best female performer, and now the best champion. She's the one fall women's wrestling champion. Absolutely incredible, and what a great match. Remy Reed running out and just taking it right to her too. That match started off hot, and Remy was. They've been at it for a very long time. Things have gotten super personal between them. Absolutely incredible match for the both of them. And yes, huge moment for Angelica Risk becoming the new 1FW Women's Champion. Looking forward to seeing what she does next with that title.
Nick, you said it best. It was one of your favorite moments. It was one of my favorite moments too. I was excited. I was hyped for her. She deserved it. We've been saying on the show many times that she's the best in Georgia, maybe one of the best there is going around today. So she proved it. She proved it, and she deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, I heard a guy on commentary named Conrad Thompson talk about like he is just amazed that she's not signed somewhere already. Like she's TV.
So
ready.
she is Conrad's favorite wrestler in 1FW. He has mentioned that multiple times on multiple podcasts.
Yes.
He's a big Angelica Risk fan.
Yes.
As it should be.
As he should be.
Everyone should be.
And then also, I'm just gonna run through a couple things super quick. Main event, War Game style cage match. Tyler Shoup winning Battle Royal to start the night to be the fourth entrant. Unfortunately, Austin Gunn was unable to make it. Something came up, so unfortunate. But Tyler Shoup, huge opportunity for him winning that Battle Royal to start the show, and then he was on the winning team in that cage match, War Game style match to end the night as well. So huge moments for Tyler Shoup there. He's got a big match coming up this Thursday against Jay Lethal. We can get into that later, as I'm sure we'll touch on the MJF show coming up. But, teaming with Billy Gunn, Brock Anderson, Arn Anderson out there, his Brody, your Brody, Big Brody, Brady Booker against the Superstars and Brady Pierce. We had James Bradley out there. It was all kinds of madness. What an insane match. Also, that cage went up in only 9 minutes, which might be the indie wrestling record. Shout out to One Fall for having the big, beautiful, easy to assemble cage. That's great. So, and honestly, because it is so easy to assemble, you'll probably see it more often. I'm sure that's not the last time we'll be having a cage match this year. What else did we? Oh, geez, what else did we have? How about QT and Andrade? What a spectacle that was! It was like watching an AEW pay-per-view. Those guys were, both of them, flying all over the arena.
Oh my God!
Can I ask you something? Hold on, I want to ask you something. There is that kind of a match where, and I know it's not his, whatever. Does that kind of match when you see that, you hope other people see that and kind of go like, "Hey, are you guys overlooking this piece of the game here?" Like that he can go with a guy like Andrade. That just screams like again, I know it maybe not necessarily the job description always, but like he's really freaking good.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain people in other companies, multiple people, and a different company that he works for that have trusted him to make them look the best as possible in matches on AEW TV, as well as people in AEW currently who still trust him to make them look the best possible, including the AEW talents who come to 1FW, including Andrade, who know that they'll get the best match possible coming out of QT. Everybody that's been trained by QT sees it and says it all the time. He's probably the best wrestler in the world that people don't realize is the best wrestler in the world.
There's a reason he wrestled Paul Walterhauser, right? Like that's the kind of reason those things happen.
Big Boom AJ, those matches, come on.
He could wrestle a broom and it'd be a 5-star match. Like you said, all the students, we say it all the time, and everyone's always like, "Oh yeah, sure, that's your coach. Of course you're going to say that." No, like if you're a wrestler, if you're a fan, if you know wrestling and you watch QT, you will understand. Oh yeah, he actually is that freaking good.
So speaking of which, that match I think was on a podcast. I did want to ask Grillo. I texted you on the side the other day and was like, speaking of Conrad Thompson and podcasts that he does, one specifically with Tony Schiavone, your match got aired on What Happened When, and you got some.
Sure did.
Sure did.
Question mark.
Sure did. It was there were a lot of fun stories about that match. A lot of true stories. Yeah, that was a really fun. You told me about it, and I was like, "Oh, that's really cool. I gotta go listen." And then I was listening, and I was like, "I wish he didn't tell me about this." That was a cool moment. It was cool to have them watch that match. I'm really proud of that match. So for that to get more love and for more people to see it, and that's just another example of QT making people look awesome. Like, listen, we've all seen the big Canola wrestle. We know Mr. 25 is one of the best in the world, but when you're in the ring with QT, you look like you could be the AEW champion tomorrow. That's just how good he is and what he does. Yeah, that podcast was cool. Maybe next time it's more nice things. Schiavone said one nice thing about me. I think that was the only thing he said during that time. So I'll take that. That's a win.
Oh, no. Because when you were coming out for your match, no, hold on. I have not told you this on purpose. I wanted to do this on air. When you were doing your entrance in Rome, Tony Schiavone was about 3 steps to my left, and I stepped over and leaned in and said, "Hopefully he doesn't," and I'll let you. But I said, "Hopefully he doesn't hurt anybody in this match."
That was his pep talk to Valentina before our match. We're about to go out. He goes, "You guys going?" I said, "Yes, sir." He grabs my tag partner and says, "Don't let him hurt you out there." And I'm like, Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone.
Schiavone's a card, man. What a legend.
Schiavone is one of the best, if not the best.
Well, you brought it up. Let's just throw it in right here. We'll talk about, we're going to do the, by the way, Making the Drives. Always that segment's been moved over to the Tapped Out show. Myron and I will go through some of it as well. But talk a little bit about what's going down on Thursday. There's a big TV taping in McDonough.
Oh, baby, is there ever? Holy smokes. Maybe the biggest TV taping in Georgia history as the AEW World freaking Champion, maybe currently the best wrestler on the planet, MJF, Big Hebrew himself, coming to the Dalton Carpet 1FW Arena this Thursday night. He has issued an open challenge to anyone on the One Fall Wrestling roster. If they can pin him this Thursday night, they will receive an opportunity to challenge him for the AEW World title on AEW freaking Dynamite. Holy shit!
I actually thought you were going a different route. I thought you said it was a big night because the frat house is going to be in action against the superstars. I thought we were going with that one first. But yeah, MJF.
Wow, save the best for last.
Dude, MJF in McDonough, like you said, open challenge. It could be anyone. It could be the Big Hebrew and the Big Cannoli. It could be the Big Hebrew and Jack Jameson, Post Malone, Flex Luger. Come on, it could be anyone. It could be JD Ink. It could be Trevor Blackwell. It could be Tyler Shoup, who had a huge day on Sunday, like you said. It could be anyone on one fall. It could be anyone not from one fall. Because, hey, how often does that happen where someone shows up? Joe Black that one time, wasn't expecting that. Haven't seen it again. That was,
Brother Brady Booker will be there. He just lost his one fall wrestling title. Maybe he's looking for a brand new title. Elijah Drago will be there. He was the one fall wrestling champion. He lost that title. Maybe he wants a new title. Also in the house, the infantry, ladies and gentlemen, in the house live this Thursday. Infantry in action. Your new women's wrestling, one fall wrestling champion, and Helica Risk will be in the building. Breakout champion Vari Morales El Jefe will be in the building. 1FWLive.com. Get your tickets. There's still some available. From what I heard earlier this afternoon, there might still be one more huge match announcement. So go ahead and get your tickets early, because after that one is announced, they might be gone.
Yeah, I mean, like there's only a couple matches. There's the open challenge, and then there's 2 matches announced. Ladies and gentlemen, those matches, again, that could just be the whole show. But no, there's a lot more. There's a lot more, and the only way you can find out is, like he said, 1FWLive.com.
That's right. Oh, actually, I don't know if this is going to make me go off screen for a second, but I need to double check that I can make a super important announcement real quick. Hold on one second.
There was something posted 37 minutes ago, if you're wondering. I shared it already.
Oh,
in the
you
summertime?
Can say it if it's... Yes. All right, good. If it was posted already, then we could talk about it. Because I know I'm supposed to post it at some point. I just didn't. I was supposed to wait for the Facebook to post it. But if you saw it, ladies and gentlemen, coming this July, Summer Stage 2, baby! It's going down. Center Stage, Atlanta. Get ready.
July 17th. Save the date. Put it on your calendar. That I was hoping you were going to get there, because I figured you might. I didn't know if you knew that was posted, but it came up. I shared it while you were talking a second ago. Yes, Summer Stage 2, Center Stage, July 17th. Tickets are going to go on sale soon. Not yet. But again, they'll always be, follow them on social media. It's absolutely the best. And people are going to start jockeying.
Reigning show of the year.
One last thing, just to wrap up this one fall block here for everybody. We'll move on to something else. But also Friday night, we have Diesel Power at Diesel Tap House in Beaufort, Georgia. 1FWLive.com. Get your tickets for that. You will see Tyler Shoup take on the Warden, and Helica Risk versus Joya Blake, and Elijah Drago versus Olympic medalist Anthony Ogogo. What a match that's going to be. Saturday as well, we have spring break at West Jackson Middle School in Jefferson. Already announced QT Marshall taking on Mark Davidson, incredible luchador. The frat house. Superstars want another taste. They haven't even got their asses beat yet. On Thursday, they want another taste, so they'll get it. Superstars Frat House 2 on Saturday, as well as Brady Booker defending his West Jackson championship title. He's still got one left against Lamar Diggs, the monster of a man. So make sure you get your tickets for that as well.
Loaded card. It's one of y'all's busy. Look, you started off. Think about within a week. Rome, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Just bam, bam, bam. In 1 week, 4 shows and 4. It's crazy schedule. I can't even imagine. You guys are keeping old Scott busy. Let's put it to you that way.
Scott's keeping us busy.
Scott is keeping us busy.
He's the one getting all these extra shows every week.
That is true.
Scott definitely kept us busy.
Again, follow them on social media, 1FWLive.com, because tickets are constantly new locations just popping up, so you can just keep grabbing your tickets as soon as they come up, as long as you're following them on there. But like you said, let's jump. A couple other things that happened over the weekend I wanted to ask. I know you guys are familiar with some of these guys. Yaki and Jay Lucas, top team, down at Action Wrestling, they successfully defended the tag titles there at Action Wrestling against the Skulk, current Southern Honor Tag Team Champions. And I believe, if my memory serves me correct, they were the first Action Tag Team Champions as well. Top teams kind of starting to, because look, Yaki is going all over the country. He's doing a lot of GC days. He's got his name out there. Top Team starting to kind of creep their way into that conversation about tag teams, where we thought, we've kind of felt like One Fall was trying to get a lock on tag team wrestling, in factions and groups and all that kind of stuff. Top Team starting to slip in the picture a little bit.
Hey man, big fan of Top Team. Me and Sheik brought them in for all the district shows. Love those guys. Super athletic, very creative. They do crazy stuff, hard hitting, and intense, and very entertaining. Big fan of Top Team.
Yeah, getting a win over Skulk, that ain't easy. So that's a huge win for them. Like you said, current Southern Honor tag team champions. So that's huge. That's a huge win. That helps solidify you as a tag team. You can beat one of the top tag teams like that, especially someone who reigned in action for a while. That's big for them.
Yeah, and that took place at the middle school there, Madras Middle School in Noonan. It's a great show that Action runs. It's like an annual event they do. I think they were right around 350, 375. They always have a good crowd there. Big show. But they got another one coming up. They rescheduled a show they had a while back. This one is actually scheduled for the 30th, next Monday. Listen to the Tapped Out show, Making the Drives. We'll cover all this, and not that way you don't have to jump in a time travel machine. Big 2 matches, really big for that show. It's a Monday show. Think about this at Meehan's. Darian Bingston versus Effie for the Action World Title, and Cruel versus Carly Bravo on a Monday night at an Action show. That's a pretty big show. That's a pretty big hit, wouldn't you say, Grillo?
Oh, definitely. I mean, just with those 2 matches alone, like those 4 guys, that's enough to sell the whole show. Carly and Cruel, that's going to be freaking insane. I can't wait to see that one. And Darren's a great champion. So to him and Effie is a very, very, very well-known wrestler on the indies. So that's going to be an awesome match.
Yeah, all those guys, great wrestlers, great entertainers, great athletes. Yeah, that'll be great night of wrestling. Go check that out.
Somebody you're familiar with, let's kind of kick it down the road a little bit. Apex ran this past week. Drew Adler won a 4-way to kind of determine, seemingly from everything the way it played out, looks like he will be the number 1 contender for the Apex Championship, held by Elijah Drago.
Yeah,
6'4", and now currently no longer 260. He's now sitting at 271 pounds. The Ukrainian-born thriller Elijah Drago.
All I heard in that sentence was Drew Adler is Drago's next victim.
Yeah, you're fucked, buddy.
Yeah, sorry. You're gonna die. I get your affairs in order.
Can you imagine signing up to be in a 4-way to be the winner, and your prize is you get to challenge that guy for his belt?
That's not a winner. No, you're set up for failure in that moment. You should really talk to your promoter. You should really have some words with him, because that's kind of just messed up.
Yeah, go for whatever the next title down is.
Yeah, maybe just go to a different promotion.
Yeah, you're better off.
Yeah, just stop chasing that belt. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
I do want to mention, by the way, we kind of had our long conversation about One Helica Risk, One Fall Women's Champion now, Georgia Wrestling's Female Performer of the Year. Kelsey Reagan is starting to make her case to be that as well. She was their inaugural champion. She's starting to cross over and hit a couple other promotions down there in that corner. Augusta, Savannah, like the Carolinas, and that corner of Florida are all starting to pick up a little bit. And I noticed it's a lot of women's matches on these shows, and she's in a lot of those and hitting wins. We love Angelica Risk, but this might be the person she needs to watch over her shoulder as being the person kind of trying to make their case to be that as she continues to rack up successful title defenses down there at Apex, et cetera, and multiples. We'll keep an eye on her across the state of Georgia.
They're familiar with each other. They have wrestled at District, actually, so that would be one to keep your eye out for if they ever get back in a ring.
Yeah, I think that was kind of where I was going. I thought maybe by the end of the year, if they're both making their case for that, there's one way to settle that, and that's in a ring somewhere. So
Yeah, Kelsey's great. I got to see her in action a couple of months ago, and I really enjoyed her match.
now it'd be a little, unjournalistic if I didn't take a minute. Like, yes, you were busy on Saturday.
Yes, I
You
was.
were
I
in
was very busy.
Rome. You were very busy, doing a lot of good things. I didn't know if you got a chance to catch up with your boys from Southern Fried. There was a little bit. Let me get this piece out of the way first. Super controversial finish for the Southern Fried title. I know. I wanted to give you a minute to rant. So
No,
I'm going
fine.
to
Go ahead.
let's take the business.
You got me all hot and bothered for nothing. It's fine.
I have
Go
that
ahead.
effect. So they had a weird finish to the match. 2 referees, 1 pins the shoulders, 1 catches the tap out. Ashworth was in. He had CT Keys had him in a like a sleeper. He taps out, but meanwhile he's down. Referee counts his shoulders. Got a controversy. It's a draw technically due to the pinfall / tap out. They've announced next show April the 4th. 2 out of 3 falls. They will settle this. They're not going to have it go out this way. Had to bring all that, but I want to now come back to your situation. You can turn the hat back around now if you want to. We're going over the top, right? A little Crusade business here. You were off doing your thing, but your guys got the job done?
Of course they did. Wait, why are you going to say that like it's a question? Like you don't have faith in Joey and Christian? I do. That's why it was so easy for me to go handle business elsewhere and take care of Orange Cassidy and Harley with Valentina, because I knew the Crusade was going to be fine. Hunter, I warned you to stay dead. You didn't. You came back, you busted Joey Hyder's head open, so you just keep getting added to the shit list. And then you try and get Teo to turn against us. And what the hell does that matter? We took him out. We took you out. We'll take your daddy out again because he decided to put his nose back into the Crusade business in the handicap match because you had no tag partner. He got on the apron with that nice, beautiful, brand new brace on his arm after I snapped it to a million pieces with my curb stomp with the Vafanopoly. And what happened? You got duct taped to the bottom rope and you had to sit there and watch your daddy get beat to a pulp as Joey Hyder choked the life out of him. And why? Because you thought you knew better. You thought you were better than the Crusade. You're not. We are the Crusade forever.
I do have to ask.
What?
It's a good thing. Relax.
Sorry.
He got a little defensive there. I was like,
got an itchy finger.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna get caught by a stray here or something over here. I have to ask though, has he taken his eye off the ball again? It's happened in another promotion. It's happening here. Is he getting too distracted? And it could be his downfall here.
Yeah. No. 100%. When you don't have your eye on us, there's more of us than there are of you, and you can't watch all of us at once if you're looking over there trying to take care of your little girlfriend who doesn't know how to get out of the way of a man's business and take a super kick right to the jaw. Seems like you got a lot to worry about. Seems like your world's crumbling apart, and it just sucks the Crusade's there for all of it.
Yeah, it's listen, it's a tough place to mix business and personal in the wrestling business, and I expressed concern months ago, and now I'm really worried because it's becoming seemingly a consistent distraction. So hopefully, he can focus.
Or hopefully not.
Man. Just keep your personal life at home.
There is that.
Yeah.
Speaking of personal lives, let's jump in. Grillo gets the pleasure this week. He's back. Yeah. He missed last week. We introduced a new segment, and guys, honestly, I didn't think it would be this well received, but the feedback has been great. The questions kept coming as we're going to dive into life advice one more week. We thought we were going to rotate this Mount Rushmore.
Ooh, real quick. Speaking of life advice, this Saturday, if I can give a little advice to Carly Bravo, I did hear you have a match against one Rosario Grillo. So my advice to you would be watch out for those, what is it, Gavones?
Well, first of all, they are not Gavones. It's pronounced Gavones, but my boys are not Gavones.
Right, watch out for those Gavones that jumped me, because they'll probably make an appearance at some point if you're wrestling Grillo. But Carly Bravo versus Rosario Grillo this Saturday at Spring Break at West Jackson Middle.
Yeah, baby.
There's your first bit of life advice. Watch out for Grillo's boys. Speaking of the Crusade, you got Il Cartello Grillo. Grillo's got people coming from all angles, baby. You never know who's going to be where.
Always got them coming. You know me.
Life
coming
advice.
and going.
Watch your
life
back.
Advice. This week, let's start with the first one. We've got a couple. We'll see how many we got a little time, so we'll go through them as quick as we can. I appreciate it again, guys. The subject and the sign off. Again, we talked about it last week. You clearly are no strangers to this segment. I appreciate it because sometimes that is some of the funniest parts of the whole email.
Ooh. And we're going in raw. We have not heard these questions. These are off the top of our head answers and responses. Don't cancel us.
Exactly.
Yes.
Be raw, guys.
This we've all lived, I'm assuming, at some point in our lives. The subject was my girlfriend's mad at me about something I didn't even do. Email.
Just say sorry and buy flowers.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm 27. I've been dating my girlfriend for about a year now. Overall, things are pretty good. We get along pretty well. We don't fight a lot. Our friend group gets along pretty well, which I feel like is pretty much half the battle. Last weekend, however, something happened that turned into an argument, and I'm still not sure I'm the one who messed up. So we're sitting on the couch, and she suddenly says, "Who's Jessica?"
Ha! You're fucked, buddy.
Oh, boy.
Yep. You're done already. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Ha! Life advice.
Yeah.
Get a new
That's
life.
life advice. That's all.
That's we're done with the email. No. He goes, now I'm sitting here trying to figure out who is Jessica. He goes, I don't even know a Jessica that would cause a problem in our relationship. So I say, I honestly have no idea who you're talking about. She pulls out her phone and she shows me an Instagram profile. Apparently, this girl liked one of my photos on my Instagram. Now the photo was just me and a couple of my friends at a baseball game. Nothing weird, but my girlfriend says, "Why is she liking your pictures?"
Oh, boy.
And you know what my thought would have been? Good question. Why don't you ask her, right? That's my answer. I don't know. He goes, so I look at the profile, but then I do realize it's somebody that I went to high school with 10 years ago. I'm going to pause here because I'm a little older than you guys, just a little bit. And there becomes a certain age where I call it the recycled relationships, to where like the first marriage doesn't work, the divorce happens, and then instantly you see they connect with somebody from high school. That's like a thing. Like if you ever, I promise you, in this area, it is way more common than you would think. Sorry. Now the conversation. Let me go back. So I look at the profile. I explain that I did go to high school with her, and I think the situation is over. She goes, well, then why did she like 3 of your other pictures too? Now the conversation is somewhere. Buddy. Yeah, he's done. Now the conversation somewhere turns into whether or not I should remove followers who might be random girls from my past. I told her that seems like a lot of work considering I don't even know this person. So she says, well, if she likes your photos, it means she's trying to get your attention. She might not be wrong.
I mean, first of all, it's not a lot of work. You click one button.
I think now though he's worried about going through all of his friends or all of his followers on Instagram and just like, go ahead, buddy.
Is the point of Instagram not to post photos and get likes on your photos and engagement?
So yes, but here's the thing. Here's my thing, at least. Happy wife, happy life. If you like the girl and you want her to stick around, then you unfollow the other girls, you fucking idiot.
Here's the thing, though.
Otherwise, she's gonna
He
leave.
doesn't even
Which,
have
if you
to
don't
follow
like her
them,
that
does he?
much, then whatever. But if you
Can't
want to
she
be
just
with
be
her,
following him and liking his shit?
That's
And he's not
also
even
true.
following. What if he's not even like? What if he's not even following her? He would
Then
have to go
whatever.
in and block her.
It doesn't
keep her
matter
off it.
if she has an issue with it, then that's
Oh.
something he's gonna have to deal with. It's not like it's just gonna go away,
No.
So one thing or the other, you're gonna have to figure out what's more important to you, one like or your girlfriend.
She also may be pissed at you for something else that you did that you didn't know you did. And this is her way of like doubling down and taking it out. Like she doesn't want to bring up the other thing, so we're going to fight about this instead.
Yeah, I would
That sounds
actually like her to send in an email and give her side of the story. I don't trust this guy. I feel like this guy is doing something sketch, to be honest
So,
with you.
so basically, he goes through this whole. He asks. So what's my move here? Make it short and sweet. Remove the girl as a follower. Just to keep the peace. Ignore the whole thing and assume it'll blow over in time, or prepare myself for a long-term investigation into my Instagram. I think he's already answered it, right?
Yeah, you already answered it.
Yeah, for sure. It's one or the other. Because if you don't care about this girl, then it's no big deal to fucking get rid of her, right? But if you do, then your girlfriend's right, and you're being a fucking shiesty dick.
Yeah. By the way, bonus points for the guy's signature. Apparently friends with Jessica. That's
Nice.
he's good for him. All right, so we got another one. This one is this is the one we've all been here. Subject: our friend won't grow up, and he keeps bringing around the random girlfriends.
Ooh.
He goes, "Hey guys, I'm in a group of 5 friends. We're all in our 30s now. 4 of us are married or living with our girlfriends. Then there's our one buddy who still behaves like he's 22. He goes out every weekend. He's always chasing women. He's constantly texting the group chat like, where y'all at? Why don't y'all pull up? Y'all are so boring now." Are you that friend? Or were you the? That's I always because we all have. I've got one. I can tell you his name like that right now. Like
yeah, I have that friend. I'm not.
Yeah, hey, listen. Just about every friend I have is that friend. That's. I mean, I'm the only weird one, that's in the committed relationship. But yeah, I think between Vance and Cole alone, that's every weekend is a different girl, And then, my other buddies outside of wrestling, there's a lot of them still partying in the bars and stuff, and they're having fun and they enjoy their lives. They meet their responsibilities and do the things they need to do. And if they don't want to be in a relationship, that's fine. And if you're getting mad because your buddy's inviting you to go party with them, then you sound like a fucking loser.
Right. That's it.
Literally, your buddy shouldn't be wanting to hang out with you.
His next one is if we don't go out, or he goes, if we don't go, we wake up to the next morning and there's a text that said, I guess y'all went to bed early last night, or something like that. Like,
geez.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be a babyface now, but this life advice section is gonna just make me hate the fuck out of everybody.
But he goes, here's actually the bigger issue. That's apparently not even the bigger issue. He's always dating somebody new, and every time it's the bro, you don't understand, this one's different.
Yeah, that's what they all say. That's how they justify it to themselves to keep it going.
Yeah.
And then it's not their fault when they break up, even though it definitely is.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, this is describing one of my friends so perfectly. I'm going to call him after this and just see how he's doing.
You make sure this isn't him? Maybe
yes. Well, hey, you can send in questions anonymously by chance?
He goes, he immediately brings them around to the group. It's like the second or the third date, like on their second or third date, whether he's bringing them to game night, cookouts, whatever we're doing. And he's always saying, oh, you guys are going to love her. Makes perfect sense. They always say that. He goes, literally, it's 2 or 3 weeks, done. He goes, he always finds, and it's always a real, it's never a normal reason why he breaks up with them. It's one girl laughed too loud, one girl texted too many emojis, One girl ordered water with a lemon, and he said, "Oh my God, she's going to be high maintenance." She is going to be, by the way. I
Hey,
made that
look,
one.
the guy's trying. All right, he's not. It's not like he's showing up stag and trying to hook up with your mom and sister and your own girlfriend and all that. She's bringing girls that he thinks has potential, and then he's realizing quicker than not that maybe it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
He's trying. Are you trying to be nice to the girls that he's bringing? Maybe that's why it doesn't work out, because
Hold on.
you're
Here,
an unreceptive dick who doesn't
maybe this is
just
it.
be a welcoming friend to your buddy's new girlfriend. Maybe she feels unwelcome, so she doesn't want to come around anymore, and that's what causes them. And maybe it's your fault.
He is a heel because literally
Yeah.
the next, like maybe this guy's the bad guy because it says now we're stuck meeting all these girls knowing they're not going to last, and at this point we don't even try to get to know them.
Yeah, see, it is your fault.
You're just
you
a
dick.
prick. Yeah, you're just a prick. Your buddy is out here trying. He's like, you know what? Look at all my friends and happy relationships. I want to be just like them. And he's trying. But then you guys hinder him and make fun of the girl he's with or don't even care to. Oh, was your Melissa? Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was last week's girl. Like, don't be an ass.
Yeah,
All right,
look,
here,
I think we could solve this whole life advice column. It seems like everybody just needs the same general advice. Don't be a fucking asshole.
Bingo, ringo.
no, hold on though. I think I see the problem. The next three sentences. Here's where the strain is. It says nothing says this relationship has a future like a midnight group text saying come out and party with your friends, but now it's starting to annoy our girlfriends and wives. Phones are buzzing late at night saying, and she's going, "Who's that? Are you going out?" Here's your problem.
Are you my dad? Why is your cell phone on anything but silent while you're sleeping?
Yeah.
Nobody's
put it on-
calling.
put it on
Nobody's
disturb
calling.
mode.
Yeah. The only people that
What
aren't
if
going to
it's
hit you
buzzing?
up are drunk and trying to party and hang out. That's on you. Again, it's your fault. Put your phone on silent. Put it on vibrate. If you're really that worried and
hold on.
old school that somebody's going to die in the middle of the night and they're going to have to call you and you're going to have to get out of bed at 3 a.m. and go bail somebody out of jail, it never happens. Turn your phone on silent. Go to bed. Shut up.
Or, because I leave mine on vibrate because I have daughters, but I'm an old fuck. I mean, there is a difference.
Right. That's what I was saying. If you're an old folk, then
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do not disturb mode.
You can. By the way, just a tip for this guy. You can actually go into settings on your contacts and make somebody's. It'll ring even if it's on vibrate or whatever on the. It'll go through. My
Yeah.
daughters will all ring if they call me, no matter what. Even if my
Anyone
phone is
in your
on vibrate.
favorites, it'll go through if you have do not disturb on. So
Yep.
put your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your dog, whoever you want in your favorites. Put in do not disturb. Go to sleep. Hey, no one bothers you anymore.
And honestly, to me, it just sounds like you don't really like your friend.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds like you're a prick.
So he asked. We probably answered it. Do we? We have to set boundaries. No late night text. Stop bringing girls around immediately. He'd already talked about the phone, so that's pretty easy enough. B, do we ignore him and just let him figure it out?
Yes.
That's not a friend.
Yeah, if I was him, I would hope you would stop texting me because you sound like a dick. We got to have a conversation about what you're allowed to say to me. No,
Yeah.
we don't. Just shut up then. If you don't want to be friends with the guy, don't be friends with the guy. Jesus.
Sounds like you're jealous that he's having fun. And you're
Here's the
stuck at
thing,
home.
though.
That's what it
Hold
is,
on.
honestly. It's jealousy. He wishes he was out partying, hanging out with all these girls all the time.
There could be some truth to that. I will say that could be some truth to that. So
We're
yeah.
going to lose all of our fans doing this segment.
All right, let's just move on to the next one. Last one. We'll do this one pretty quick.
It's just guys in the locker room that don't want to talk about their problems.
It's going to be renamed and let Grillo and Jameson bury you.
Yes, exactly. This one may be somebody in your locker room. This one I knew would have come at some point. My carpool partner won't stop talking on the drive. It says, "Hey guys, I'm an indie wrestler. I do a lot of carpooling to shows to save money." Shocking. Usually it's great. We split gas. We talk split gas, talk matches, normal road trip stuff. By the way, I'm assuming this is y'all's expertise. I'll give you mine but this is yours. Lately, however, I've been riding with this one guy who is starting to wear me down. He talks nonstop, but it's not random conversations. every single topic somehow turns into him. Specifically, why he should be a star. Go ahead.
So don't ride with him. Don't ride with him. That's it. Done. Great show.
So you're gonna lose $20 by not riding with that person anymore. If you would rather have your sanity and not have your ear chewed off, or $20 and you pick the $20, that's on you then. Then you deserve to listen to it. But hey,
hey, this is indie wrestling. You're gonna deal with some characters and you're gonna deal with some people that don't get normal social cues. That's just part of the deal, right? So you're gonna get people that just ramble on and go on about nothing and everything, and it's about themselves, and they don't care, and they're not even listening to themselves talk. They're just going on and on because that's just what some people do. So if you find that annoying, don't travel with them.
From the moment we get in the car, it's I've got the look, I've got the skill, I should already be signed. I actually feel like I know this guy. So then it turns down to I'm gonna, he breaks down everyone else. Why is this guy booked? Why is this guy got to push? Why is somebody, why is he getting signed, et cetera, et cetera. We all know this guy. And according to him, it's never because they're better. It's always because, it's because that he knows such and such, or they got, they got lucky.
So every single wrestler has said every single one of those words, and then also been on the other side of that conversation.
Yeah.
And so if you don't like it, then you don't like wrestling. And again, don't drive with them.
Yeah. It's a pretty simple one. Just don't ride with them.
Oh, yeah, I can't even get into it. There's a whole topic about music in here, too, about the radio. I don't even know that I want to get into that.
Depends who's driving.
Okay, man.
Yeah, whoever's driving has full control of the radio. End of story.
Unless you pass it off. Unless you no longer want to be in control and say, here, play whatever you want. But it is that person's
and the volume is determined by the driver. The music content with the genre is determined by the driver. It's the driver, the person that is driving and responsible for the vehicle, while everybody else falls asleep or looks at their phones the entire time. It's the person driving who needs to be sane and focused.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more here. We're gonna leave it off of that because I think the answer is simple. Is yes. If you need the $20 split on gas or whatever it is, work harder next week.
Just
tell your mom to come sell concessions, and you can split gas with her.
Sell another T-shirt. Sell 2 8x10s. Sell a Wrestle Buddy. Sell something.
I find it humor that he goes, instead of controlling the radio, I get to listen to a 3-hour podcast called "Why Should I Be Signed." I'm like, okay, that's not bad. Signed, just trying to make it to the building. Okay, yeah.
And again, if it is that important, try and find someone else to go with you. See if there's another wrestler. See if there's anyone. See if your friend will come riding with you. If it's that big of a deal.
Dude, I have no qualms of riding in my car by myself.
None. I get to listen to whatever music I want. Now, granted, there's certain situations where I need someone in the car. Like Greg and I JMO and I had a big old journey like that yesterday where it helped having another person in the car. But sometimes, it's fine. You can listen to your podcast. You can listen to your music. You can do whatever you want. You can stop as many times as you want or not.
Also, Adderall. You won't even know if somebody's in the car or not. You'll just be locked in driving for 6 hours, and it'll feel like 20 minutes.
Somebody's talking to you. I don't know who it is, but somebody's talking to you.
You'll plan the same spot over and over for 4 hours.
Oh, jeez. Well, man, hey, send in the questions. That was a long one. There's a lot of it still going. Gia, it's almost like a wrestling promo where the guy went long on time.
Jeez, isn't that all of them?
Yeah, that's what I was sitting here reading it. I was like, that's a lot of emails. Send those emails, by the way, to tappedoutpod@gmail.com. Those were fun. We are actually going to do. We got one that I'm going to answer over on the Tapped Out show this week's episode. Thought I would spare you the parenting one that we got. I didn't think you didn't need that one.
Not big parenting guys.
No clue. I would say don't have kids would be my best advice.
Can't tell you how many times I've said that to young people. Just looked at them and said, just don't do it. Yeah, love my kids. Don't do it. It is what it is. Tappedoutpod@gmail.com. Send those questions in, and I appreciate the guys who understand the assignment and do it correctly. It's been a lot of fun, and let's look ahead
hey,
a little.
Nick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, baby.
I like that.
Let's show everybody what we got here. These are available for purchase, are they not?
Pro Wrestling Tees, that's correct. They are on
Check
there.
this out, man. We got heavy tank tops here.
Yeah.
Tapped in tank tops. Look at these. Nice. Get your muscles while listening to the podcast. Look at this. Nice shirt.
That's my favorite one. Is that the white one or is that like the cool
That's
It's
the
like
tan
the beige.
The tan
like
one. I love
soft
that.
beige
That's my
tan
favorite one.
color. I'm not great with colors. I'm stupid. This is black. I know that.
Good
the
job.
Classic. Look at
That
that.
one was super soft. That is the
Yes.
there's a soft version of the shirt. That's the one that I get.
Very soft, black and white hats. All this stuff is great, very comfortable, very stylish. You can look very professional. Show your support for Tapped In. Buy the merch at prowrestlingtees.com.
/tapped-out-pod.
Yeah,
Because
you need that part.
Yeah. Always add that. Just type in Tapped Out Podcast Network. It'll come up and all the shirts are there. But yeah, man, check them all out there on Pro Wrestling Tees. We appreciate the support, guys. Well, man, that's everything for this week. So, Grillo, good luck this week specifically.
That's a huge match, Carly Bravo, one of the best there is. Class 1. That's one of my best friends. So, in many ways, the measuring stick around here. So, we're gonna show them what the big cannoli. This is the first time. I've known Carly for 6 years. We trained together. It's the first time we've ever wrestled in a singles match against each other. So this is it's going to be something.
Nice. And I will, spoiler alert, I heard that Carly Bravo requested this match specifically by name of Rosario Grillo. So interesting to see how that plays out. Myself, the frat house will be here all weekend long. Me, Vance, and Cole tearing it down. Superstars Thursday, MJF show. Superstars Saturday at the West Jackson Middle School show in Jefferson. Friday night, Buford, Georgia. Still don't have opponents. We'll see who it is. But the frat house, ready to party. We're the best party all weekend long.
And we'll be back here next week for the Tapped In Podcast.